Hello, this is part two of Alpha, and we were talking in part one about shifting your consciousness to bring about manifestations, to sense energies, to shape energies, and to bring about change from the astral and in the unseen realm into the physical realm. And we used a technique called the Crystal Countdown from Laurie Cabot's book, Power of the Witch. I love Laurie Cabot, so make sure you get it. It's an oldie but goodie, and definitely it's in my library. And just going over what we talked about, alpha is a lowered or an altered state of consciousness where the brain waves have been lowered so that you can sense things that are not normally, you can't feel them or sense them in the normal beta brainwave level or the waking state. So again, that technique is visualizing a red 7, a orange 6, yellow 5, green 4, a blue 3, a violet, an indigo 2, and a violet 1. And at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to visualize your hand coming down, and you visualize yourself coming all the way down your chakras and pushing outward, and you're going to say, I am an alpha and everything I do is accurate and correct, and I give myself total health clearance. I think that Laurie suggests doing this before you come out. I like to do it while I'm in alpha and just starting into alpha. Some people say I am an alpha and everything I do is accurate and correct. I'm in my deepest and most powerful magical state. But in this alpha state, you are actually able to program yourself basically to come back to this state. And what I like to do is I do what's called a trigger, and it's called instant alpha. And what Laurie suggests is crossing your fingers. And so on my left hand, I cross my fingers. And anytime I need to go into alpha really quickly, I program myself while I'm in alpha. I've counted this down to say when I cross my fingers, I will enter alpha. This is instant alpha. And I will be able to enter into alpha completely and totally. You can word it however you want. It's one of those things that it's how you're comfortable. Laurie has suggestions on how to do it, and it's one of the things that I do when I'm doing my circle casting, when I'm doing spells, if I'm looking for parking spaces, if I'm doing incantations. But it's definitely a great tool. Now, to come out of this, you're going to want to give yourself total health clearance. Come down, visualize your chakras, the energies, the colors, the light, coming down, feeling them. I don't know if you can feel it, but I can feel my chakras. Definitely more sensitive since I've been attuned, Reiki attuned, but I totally can feel them coming down. And chakras are vortexes, energy vortexes that are channels and focal points in your body. And I was talking to you about the colors and how they coordinate to that. This is one of my paintings that I did with my Reiki when I was really learning to focus on the colors, and it's kind of my own visual interpretation of the chakras. It was with the chalk pastels, and it kind of got messed up. I'm going to have to do it in acrylics. But as you can see, you have the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, and into the purple. Now, some people look at the throat chakra as being a dark blue, and then your third eye as being a light blue or indigo, and then of course your crown chakra is purple. But it's just I think working with your chakras and your energies, you can kind of see what is correct for you. Doing the countdown, I really like the indigo, and going indigo to the violet, and I can feel the shift that happens when I go into alpha. And so when you're coming out, you're going to want to count backwards. You know, when you start out going out of it, and you visualize the violet 1, the indigo 2, the blue 3, the green 4, I'm sorry, it's blue 3, green 4, yellow 5, orange 6, red 7. I have to actually go, I'm going through the visualizations in my head. And then once you count up, you're literally counting yourself out of alpha. You're lifting yourself out of alpha, and then what you're going to want to do is you're just going to want to visualize the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then open your eyes. Give yourself a moment to adjust to, you know, what's around you. And I would definitely suggest keeping a notebook by you so you can write down anything that you may have experienced or seen. You can do this whenever you're starting to do tarot readings or room readings. It's a great way to really kind of just shift. And if you do program yourself to go into Instant Alpha, then you will have another tool in your tool belt so that if you need to access that state of mind to really create manifestation really quickly, then you don't have to worry about sitting in a quiet space and going into a deep meditative state and counting yourself down. You are actually able to access alpha and the alpha state instantly by crossing your fingers. I just felt myself going into alpha, and it's hard to describe. It's like a calm that kind of comes over me, and it just settles over me, and I kind of just relax. But I don't know, it might be different for other people. I tend to sense things a little bit more strongly or intensely when I'm in alpha. I also use it for projecting energy during my altar devotions or cleansing and consecrating things. I still have my fingers crossed, and then I've also programmed myself to, when I cross my right hand, that I come out of alpha, and so that way you can go in and out as you need to and see fit. Real quick, I also wanted to share with you something that I thought was cool. It's another visualization tool that you can use. I have these colored bottles, or chakra bottles. I use for solarized water, and they're all the different colors of the chakras. There's my orange, my yellow bottle, my green bottle, and so I have actually the whole collection here of all the different colors of the chakras, and I collected them Hobby Lobby, Michael's, different places. But if you're wanting to work with your chakras and get your chakras lined up, or if you have a blockage, you can always put mineral water or filtered water in one of these and set it in the sun for a few hours. And what it does, it infuses that water with that energy from that color, and then you want to drink it, and then it will definitely get that chakra that's associated with that color flowing and going again. I've had a wonderful time talking to you. I'm sorry I've got a cold, but definitely stay tuned. I'm going to be doing some wonderful, wonderful things. If you have any comments or feedback or anything, be sure to leave that for me. And until we meet again, blessed be.